Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Marv. Readings by Marvelous Madame Tarot. This is going to be your weekly energy reading, highlighting the time frame of January 7th. What just popped over? Through January the 14th for the beautiful sign of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I always got to fix a deck. This is just ridiculous. Hold on, Cancer. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. We are going to be doing a no contact reading. I am channeling a song which inspired this reading. Until you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do by Aretha Franklin, and any remake that you like is fine with me. The energy that's being conveyed in those particular lyrics that just popped up in my head. Here we go. I'm going to read in a second. So if you're unfamiliar with the song, you'll know the lyric. All right. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. All righty. Members, there is a member-only video for you. Please go and check it out. All of the videos on the breakout channels have been put up the beginning of the month and New Year's, and all of that was very, very busy. But we are here. Everything's on your channel. Breakout channels, your year ends, as well as your energy reads. This is for Cancer. I just want to do one more. So Cancer, this is the lyrics of the song if you're unfamiliar. Though you don't call me anymore, I sit and wait in vain. I guess I'll rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through, missing you, listen you. Till you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do. Why did you have to decide you had to set me free? I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to beg you to please see me, baby, please see me. I'm going to walk by myself just to prove that my love is true, all for you. Until you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do. So, this is for Cancer. No contact. Damn, Cancer. Well, this lyric is definitely true for you too. Jesus. First card out. No contact. What they're feeling. Channeling this lyric is the Three of Swords. This person not only is heartbroken, Cancer, they feel like you moved on with another person. Heart places the world. One of the things that they are trying to do is incorporate all of the things that they've learned. And they're not seeing anybody. This is definitely a true lyric for you. If you care, I'm assuming you care. You clicked on the video. We are talking about a person that you are separated with, no contact with this individual, and what they're going to do. In the past, Hermit, top of the deck, Temperance. Let's get into this. So they feel absolutely and utterly devastated. They feel like there is a third-party situation. Is not necessarily a third-party situation if you guys are not in contact, but they feel like it. Understand what I'm saying? As I shuffle this clarifying deck, they feel like, how can a person feel like they're a third sword if you have walked away? There was a bigger picture in their heart, a world picture. This person could be, I'm going to explain that. This could be Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio. And this individual knows their shortcomings. They know after the destruction of this relationship what they should have done. But while you were telling them, they couldn't implement those. This is definitely a personality of having to lose in order to learn, Cancer, but they're utterly devastated from the standpoint where is tearing them up because they don't know whether you're in a relationship with someone else. Yes, they could be projecting this shit back onto you, meaning that in the past, I'm looking at the Hermit, and they could have isolated themselves from you at some point, and then enough was enough. But this is about no contact. I really don't want to get into the past of what happened because you clicked on this video, you are already in no contact with this person. it really irritates me when people try to jazz these readings up. It's a no contact reading. So my listener, viewer, Cancer Collective, the cross watchers, you can be here. Feel free to reverse the roles. But if you are in no contact with an individual, then if you clicked on the video and because something caught your eye and you're curious, that's fine. You shouldn't be clicking on these videos, to hear anything other than them living their lives, good, bad, or indifferent. What you guys are not together for is already done. It kills me when I'll catch a video in my feed and people are afraid to really say what these cards say because, well, is this person gonna do something? Well, it's no contact. So if you don't have contact with them, why would you even care about that? I feel like if you want the person to reach out to you and do something, yeah, it may come out in this reading, but you should definitely prepare yourself for the worst. Rant over. So this individual right now is not seeing anybody. They really do feel like with the destruction of the relationship between you two that they caused, that they good on love. This person is in a mindset of not wanting to deal with nobody else right now. It's funny because the lyric of this, until you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. It inspired this reading, but while I am thinking about it, I am also channeling Emile LaRue's No One Else. That song was also featured in one of those Tyler Perry movies. And if you go and you actually listen to the words in that song, there is a part of it, Cancerian. And every moment since then, the one thing I could tell is I belong with you and no one else. Go and listen to that one. Anyway, there is a view of relationships. This is like the third reading that this has came out on about not just the fact that the relationship is over and you guys are not in contact, but these ways that people are viewing you. Cancer, yours is very similar to Taurus in that a view on love and a perception that they had coming into this relationship with you and experiencing your type of love has been definitely turned on its ass. They are turning down cups of love. They're not interested. Anyone that may be remotely interested in them, they are not dealing with it. Right now, they would rather focus on isolating themselves and kind of spending time by themselves and healing. Okay, I'm going to focus on this Three of Swords. So they are hoping, thank you, the King of Swords to the Star. This is mostly in their head. You probably did not give them a reason to even think that this is third party energy at all. Again, they could be projecting this onto you. I do want to say for some of you, if you did think that this person was cheating on you, they actually were not. They were just selfish. They get in their head, Cancer, your person, this person, they get in their head and then they isolate. They isolate themselves and they go through a lot mentally and they don't share this shit with you. Some of you needed to know that. I do feel like you moved on, but I don't feel like you're necessarily in a relationship. For some of you, of course, that is, but the specific Cancers that I'm talking to, you just did your thing. You're not in a position to need a relationship to validate you right now, Cancerians. But what I will say is this individual is definitely in an energy of temperance. They're not ready to come forward yet. They do think that you have moved on. That doesn't mean anything. What's clarifying this Three of Swords is what I wanted to focus on. They're hopeful that you didn't move on. And they know that you have these firm boundaries. So some of you guys have blocked this person. I am looking at Four Swords. They've been in their head trying to figure out what to do. They have to get to a point where they stop caring about what's in their head and start dealing with the reality of the situation. A lot of you guys, that's exactly what this person is doing. They need this time by their self-cancer to figure out their shit. There is a bigger world out there and a bigger world perception that they have when it comes down to love and how they looked at every other relationship versus how they looked at this one. And this was the relationship that was the catalyst for change. But what's clarifying this Three of Swords, what we're leading this reading with, is that they can't get what you may be doing with somebody else out their damn mind. They're hoping that you're not dealing with somebody. They're hoping that, they're hopeful. They're trying to heal, but they're hopeful at the same time. They're hoping that you are taking your time and healing from this situation as well, because their intentions is to come back to you. Right now, they are not focused on love. They are focused on moderating and taking things one day at a time. They are rejecting any love that comes their way or any interest that comes their way. Once you left them, they immediately isolated and focused on what they need to know. Focused on what part of themselves, why they kept missing the mark. What exactly was Cancer trying to tell me that I just didn't get? That's what they started. That's where they are. Like, as soon as you broke up with them or this fell apart, that was it. There is an emphasis here on boundaries and some type of separation. You put firm boundaries up with this King of Swords. You are not playing and you were in stealth mode. So some of you guys did some major blocks, like, nope, not dealing with it. And you could have delivered this blow to them verbally and then was like, nope, not dealing with it. That's it. Basically drew them a map to your ass so they kiss it. X marks the spot and then cut their ass completely off. It left them utterly devastated because you didn't give them any emotions, Cancer, and that's not like you. That is actually the opposite of what you normally do, but that's what you did because you felt like you needed to protect your peace. If you were thinking that this person was emotionally manipulating you, you were damn right in the past, and you put the kibosh on all of that. Looking back at me, and the main energy is the Four of Pentacles. So they were a selfish SOB. They refused to look at the bigger picture. Now, in contrast, the world is in their heart. So where they once were looking at things from a Four of Pentacles perspective, now that perspective have shifted into the world. So yes, they're still fixed energy. All of the energies in this particular card is fixed, but this is a confirmation that the old them is dying. Death isn't here, but these two definitely draw a correlation to one another. Also, the moon is here letting me know that they were just plain flat out scared as well. But closing this reading, I'm just going to say to you that their perspective has shifted, and I know that's been like my go-to phrase. They're no longer looking at love from a selfish and self-centered standpoint. They are looking and thinking bigger, looking and thinking beyond just their Four of Pentacles mode of thinking. What remains in our clarifying energy is the Star, which is hope, healing, and optimism. What remains in our main energy is the World, Temperance, as well as the Hermit. And that's the energy that they're in while they're in no contact with you. What I will say is that they're not quite ready to make a move, if those of you who care about that. But they're not seeing anybody, and they're hoping that you're not seeing anybody as well. They're hoping that you are healing, because as soon as they feel the time is right, they're going to make contact. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. And Cancer, I'll see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.